Okay, here's a short video on what it takes to set up a file to print resin 3D miniatures. Now, I have just received an order for some French and Indian Rogers Rangers in 28mm from my store. For starters, I've got to find the files, and you're looking right now in my French and Indian War folder, Rogers Rangers. Now, in here, you see this file is the file as it is when I get to the manufacturer. Now, when I've expanded it, I open this folder up, and here are all the pieces it takes to make these French and Indian War miniatures. So it's basically like making a model. What you would do is you would import all of these into your building program and then make sure you have enough pieces. However, I've done this before, so I have actually created a pre-program right here. I'm going to open this up now, and it will open up my Chitubox program, which allows me to set the files up to print them. There we go. I'm going to bring this over here so we have a better shot of it. And there you have right there all the arms, head, etc., bodies for 7 28mm miniatures. Now, I sell them in batches of 6, but I usually print 1 extra of everything just to be on the safe side. So there are the files. Now we have to get them ready for printing. So we're going to select them all, which I have done. They're now all selected. I'm going to go into this section, and we're going to put their supports on, i.e. they're going to be platformed. So I'm going to hit platform, and it is now platforming all the miniatures. And I've forgotten a step, so we're going to go back and go to settings and make sure, yep, good. I'm set up for my Saturn 3 printer. Just want to make sure. And go back into platform again, just to make sure it had finished. It has, so I've come out of platform. And now I'm going to move these pieces around so that they're not touching each other. Now I see I've got a little, whoops, I got to unselect all of them. Have a little closeness right here, so we're going to separate them out like that. Move the plate around like this, and this is how they're going to wind up being printed when they come out. So you really don't want pieces overlapping or touching each other if you can help it. And slipping away, and this looks good. Spin it around, good. As I said, we're going to print out 7 miniatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a bonus of 7. I always print extra heads and arms as well. Before I go any further, I want to save this project in case something goes out wrong when I print it. And I'm going to save it to a USB drive, which is the one I'm going to be printing. Now I'm naming it S3 for the printer and Rogers Rangers. Now I'm going to hit save. And that is now saving the project. So if something goes wrong, I can simply open that up, and all the work I've done up till now has been saved. When the project is done, I'll actually save this in that folder so I have the most recent version of it. It just saves me time. Normally, it would take me 15 to 20 minutes to set all of this up before I even got around to platforming it. Okay, so next step is I'm going to select all the pieces, and we're going to do what's called a slice. We hit the slice, and what this does is this is preparing this file for printing. And we're all done. I'm going to hit save. Notice it tells me it's going to take 2 hours and 7 minutes to print these. It also says my print cost is 50 cents. Don't believe that for a minute. I'm now going to hit save. And now we're going to save it to the same USB drive. And I'm going to use the same file name. I hope I saved it. I did not. So it's S3 _ Rogers Rangers. Like that. And hit save. Saving to print saves a lot more than just saving to save. But this is still a relatively small file, so it's only going to take a couple of minutes to save. Here we go. Once this is done, the next step will be to go into the lab. We'll put the USB drive into the printer, and I'll show you how we get the printer ready to print. In the meantime, I'm going to hit back. I'm going to minimize this and this. I'm going to double check that flash drive and make sure I have the file I need, which is the CTB right there. So that's the file I'm going to wind up printing. So, all right, we're back. Here we are in the lab. I'm going to be using my Elegoo Saturn III. By the way, here's the resin I use. It's Ceratec Simple. It's water washable. And what I do is I'll take, when I create a new bottle of Simpletech, I will use a new bottle of the regular. Then I'll pull out a bottle of their Tenacious, and I'll mix about that much, this much, into this bottle. The Tenacious gives us a slightly stronger build. Now I'm going to turn the printer on. Going to remove the lid like that. I've already topped off the resin, but I haven't swished it around yet. I thought I'd do that for you to watch. This is just to mix in the new version of resin that I poured in earlier. That's good. Wipe it off, that. And we take and pop our flash drive in the back here. Can you see that? Not quite. There we go. There's a little USB port right there. That'll go in like that. Good. Then we will hit the, bring this down again so you can see it. Hit the print button. Hit this icon, and as you can see, this is the one we just created, S3_Rogers Rangers. So we're going to hit the red arrow, and the platter's coming down. And we'll leave this running for a minute. You'll watch the platter come down and go swish into the resin. Then after that, we'll put the cover back on, but I thought you might like to see this. Remember, this will take a little over 2 hours to print, so we're obviously not going to worry about that. After this, we would be going into our cleaning videos, which I've just done one, which will be posted shortly. Or by the time you see this, it may already be posted. And thank you for watching, by the way. And here we go. You can see the platter going into the resin. Getting closer. The Saturn III printer is great, by the way. It's got a huge platter. I call it a platter. A little bubbling there. And as you can see, it's going to start to come up. You're probably not going to be able to see that now. Oh, while I'm here, I want to swing over and show you my ventilation system. I've got a fan in the window, and it terminates right there, and that keeps this room quite clean of smells. Last of all, we're going to put the cover back on like this and cross our fingers. Thank you for watching.